one is called offense. But Lucifer, look at my PTR. I want you to look at it because you should be concerned. If this continues, black people will no longer exist.
I mean, that's on them, bro. Like, I'm not none of that shit. So,
because you see, there's a black man, and next to him he has a white woman.
Yeah.
But behind him is the black woman, all by herself.
Oh my God, he left her behind.
Well,
he didn't
kill which I mean,
like he made like white women to me are gorgeous. Like all women are gorgeous. Like what the fuck? But I mean, I'm all the woman I need. I don't need none of them. So I'm cool by myself. I'm a woman and a man, all wrapped up in one. I'm self-sufficient. I'll suck my own cock. Fuck that. I don't need nobody there. Thanks, Pumpkin. I don't need no woman to act like she, will give me something. Like, bitch, I can give it to myself. Don't even try to come over here with that bullshit. Keep your stank ass pussy over there. Like,
Lincoln's a vampire.
You feel me?
Lincoln is a vampire hunter. Therefore, it's true that Lincoln was a vampire hunter.
What happened? You understand what? I think that all women are very smart. They play a game, but it's no different. Like they play this. It's a funny little game. It's an acting. Like they say, "Oh, we're weak," and the men are so fucking stupid for pussy and money. Oh my gosh. But overall, it was a concept which I created kind of for amusement. Guys, we're about to change the channel though, because I'm tired of this fucking sitcom. I don't mind it. It's pretty cool, but it's just time.
All right, I have removed Lucifer from the room. I cast forth the demon back into his shadows. Thank you, everybody. We are debating about dirty Palestinian pieces of shit. There's no filters here, but we won't allow Lucifer to infect us with his bullshit mind virus. Welcome, everybody. God bless you all, and we are free of the devil. Raboinai Shalom.
So are Palestinian women dirty?
I don't know. I haven't seen dirty Israelis, but I've seen a lot of dirty Palestinians.
Now, when I say dirty, does their coochie smell?
Oh, 100%.
I live with them, so they might know. What happened?
When was the last time a Palestinian took a shower?
When they had water.
Oh my God, they don't have water? I thought they had water before.
No, not really. I mean, that's like a desert area, right?
But Israel.
No, Israel was giving them water until, they tried to kill Israelis, and now they don't have water. They can't even take a shower.
And Gaza is literally on the water. It's not desert. They're literally on the water. Like on the Mediterranean Sea.
Right?
Yes, it's not a desert. It is the coast.
But it's not tropical either, correct?
No,
They have a
but
white
it's like,
sea, like white Mediterranean Sea. Come on.
but it's not desert. Like literally coasts in it.
Right.
Like people killed each other to get to that sea. Like really, they did.
Really? Oh my God. So
Yeah,
what is the solution?
And
What's the
fight is
solution?
about the sea.
The only solution is the invasion of that land.
There is only one solution: the Palestine state of solution.
So what if we make a Palestinian state like we did for
There's a survey
Israel?
that religions can actually elongate your life by 27 years, and
There is a Palestinian state. It's called
Israel
Jordan.
there is no country called Israel. It's just occupied you guys should go and go back to the Poland and Eastern Russia and Germany, from where you were kicked off. Like shit. So can you tell me why you guys were not accepted by the Europeans back then when Hitler, the threat which was Hitler, was removed? Why you guys were not taken back by Hitler? Because the last final solution was to eradicate you guys. This is not a Muslim plan.
So you okay with this?
Come on, why will you mute me, man? This is not funny. You are not. I can literally bombard you.
So, relax. First of all,
Afraid. Come on, mute me, afraid, pussy.
breathe, my friend.
Afraid, pussies, and a single,
How old are you? Like,
a single Palestine supporter. You are not able to control me, pussy.
Is mommy and daddy brother and sister?
Sir, take our shit, sir. Sir, we are Indian, sir.
British, you still cannot fucking speak English.
Sir, we are Indian, sir. We eat shit, sir.
Years of fucking colonization of
You allow
British, you still cannot speak English.
He doesn't know how to act in civilization.
What is this obsession with the language? Why English in particular?
Well, because
they
so
were
we can all
colonized by British for 200 years and they cannot still speak English. And that's embarrassing.
So what is the solution? The solution is Jordan. Jordan is already a Palestinian flag. You just need to take the star. Most of them are Palestinian. They have the same culture. They came from there. I mean, the British man died was including. Oh my God.
Sir, Hitler fucked our asses, sir. Hitler fucked our asses, sir. What are we going to, sir? Sir, what is going to do? Sir, Hitler is dead. Why you are not accepting us, sir? Because Europeans don't want Israelis, Jews, sir. What can we do? They don't want Jews. Jews are filthy for them, sir. Jews are filthy. Why? Can anyone tell me this simple answer? Why Jews were not accepted back
Do
in
you even remember the
Germany, Poland, and Eastern Russia when the threat which was Hitler was eradicated? Has anyone actually seen the extermination centers? Hitler, father of Palestinians, father of Israelis, Hitler, father of Israelis is Hitler,
Thank you. So people like you just reconfirm
Father
we are fighting. You know, that is the
Father
problem
of
with
Jews
Nazi ideology.
he fucked them so bad. He showed the world what.
Daddy,
Father of
are your parents brothers?
pussies are of freedom.
It's the first time that you're out in public. What's going on? And this is basically the problem that we have with this ideology. It's not like most pro-Palestinians, all pro-Palestinians that I've met so far, including on this app, are not pro-Palestinian. They don't care about the people. They care about the cause, which is to basically eliminate Israel and to eliminate the Jews. They don't give a fuck about the Palestinians. And that is the sad reality. And I wish I'm actually looking for some pro-Palestinian that actually cares for the Palestinians, that can debate without cursing, that can bring facts, not just propaganda. So if you do find him, I know that it's an oxymoron to find like an intelligent pro-Palestinian, but I'm hopeful. So far,
Israel cares more about Palestinians than them. At
Only
least
Israel
has been
cares.
offering ceasefires, you know?
And to be honest, and you know what's the sad thing? That only Israel cares for the Palestinians. You know, for example, this polio thing. You know why we know that there's polio? Because Israel is sampling the sewage water to see what diseases. And they found out the polio, and they let the WHO know. And they made sure that they get the vaccination. And they gave them ceasefire in order to vaccinate those people. What fucking genocidal army is vaccinating the entire population? This is why those pro-Palis are so idiots that they don't know, they don't get it. They just don't get it. You know, there were tens of thousands of Palestinians that were coming to work in Israel every single day. If they want to leave Egypt, to Egypt, they need to pay 6,000 euros. And you know, it's a gate. You just need to pass a gate. It's not a
But
plane.
you have to be honest, Daniel. The Palestinians were killed by Jordan more than anyone else, and even though Jordan is their original land, imagine.
And you know what's happening to Palestinians in Lebanon?
Yeah, they killed in Iraq.
Not just kill them. Like the Palestinians in Lebanon are barred from, let's say, from specific jobs. They are not allowed to run for office, and they don't get education, and they don't get health. They are not eligible for health. Whatever, for health services.
Engineering is banned for Palestinians, and also the doctor, anything that's related to medic.
There are the people that are like, apartheid, oh my god. Apartheid.
And majority of the Palestinians inside of Israel, they get jobs as doctors, a lot of times in hospitals.
In Israel, they are equal rights citizens. They can run for office, they can vote. We have Arab parties. Like whatever I can do as an Israeli Jew, they can do. Every citizen is exactly at the same rights. And finally, you know what? And Israel is the only place where you have thriving minorities. And when I mean thriving, it means that they are growing, not disappearing. Not like in Egypt even, that how many Jews are left? 3? Not 3,000, not 300. Has equal rights. But people are talking about apartheid.
No, it's not. They're never gonna kick us out. We're gonna be there forever. And we're gonna follow you bastards.
You're an American black man. No, you're a New Yorker. You're an American black man.
So what? But I'm still Palestinian. I'm still Palestinian. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm Palestinian.
An American man.
And you're not Israeli. Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
You've never been there.
Yes, I have. Yes, I have. You're a liar. You're a liar. Don't worry about what's the name of the airport. Just know I'm not giving you information.
You're a liar.
No, you're a liar.
How did you get there?
How did I get to where?
How did you get to Israel?
Look at the Nazi Jew calling people niggas. Fuck you, Ishmael. He did.
Who?
Your Jewish brother. Your Jewish brother.
I don't know what religion he is.
He said he's Jewish.
What happened in 1973?
Fuck your Jewish Bakiyev, you fucking
What
Nazi.
happened in 1973?
You tell us. You tell us.
There was another war, wasn't there? The Yom Kippur War, not the Intifada.
Yeah, Yom Kippur.
Very good. Egypt
Yeah.
and Syria. Egypt and Jordan and Syria attacked. And who won that war?
Israel.
Very good. So now you say we've won 3, 4, 5 wars. So what is it exactly that you're trying?
And just because you win wars doesn't mean you can annex and start expelling people
Sure
from
it
the
does.
line. No, it
That's
doesn't.
how you win
No, it
wars.
doesn't. No, once the UN took place, and you know that.
No, I disagree.
They did not. They made laws where people know. That's why they called them occupied territories. Because even though the wars happened, they said Israel was not legally allowed to annex or to take over any more land.
Where is that? Where?
In the UN. In the UN.
No. Where are we not allowed to? Where are we occupying?
You weren't in the West Bank.
The UN doesn't tell us
What do
what
we
to
call
do,
the
bro.
West Bank?
Y'all call it Judea and Samaria.
Very good, very good. Okay, so you're saying that there's a disputed territory
Bro,
of
we
the
do
entire
we do
land,
what we want.
of the entire land.
No, y'all don't do what you want. That's why y'all scared over here in the United States. You
Nobody's
fucking sign this up. Yes, y'all do. Y'all cowards, y'all run. No. So what?
We make the money that we
Muslims
make.
Muslims make a lot of money here too. The only difference is they're idiots and they don't
I
have
don't
enough
smoke with
support.
Muslims.
I know that. You shouldn't, because the Muslims and the Jewish community usually had a good communication for many years.
Sure. Here's the only difference that we have. The only thing that
The difference is that the Jews lost their identity to the Zionism fucking colonial slave mentality.
are the same thing.
No, they're not.
Yeah, we
There's many Jews that disagree with you.
You can define
Many
this as
Jews
not
disagree
very
with you.
few.
No, not many few. Thousands. In the thousands. In the tens of thousands.
I'm not going to define it.
Norman Finkelstein doesn't agree with you.
He's an idiot.
Nah, he's the most scholar of your people is an idiot. He's smarter than Benny Morris. He's smarter than him.
Benny Morris won that debate.
No, he did not. Get out your mind. He got smoked. He got smoked. He gets smoked with his own literature. That's the funny thing. He gets smoked with his own books.
Norman Finkelstein cherry-picked quotes.
No, Norman Finkelstein cherry-picked him and destroyed him. Yeah, I know what the facts are, man. The facts are Zionism, the root of Zionism. Listen, the reality is, the root of Zionism is no Herschel. Hold on. The root. Let me finish. No, I don't need to look it up. I know what it is.
What does it mean? Okay, tell me what it is.
The root of Zionism.
Tell me what it is.
Theodore Herschel and those secular Jews from Europe Jews. No. Let me. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
When God
God gives Abraham the land of Israel.
Of the Zion, the land of Zion. Please,
Zion
stop
is
it.
Jerusalem. Zion is Jerusalem.
I know all about this, brother. You're not talking to someone who's not aware of anything.
You know that Zion is Jerusalem, so why are you anti-Jerusalem if you're anti-Zion?
Who's anti-Jerusalem? What does that? No. What I am anti is these so-called secular Jews who are not even religious are trying to occupy the Holy Land. That's what we have the problem with. Stop trying to equate. So what? You could be there without killing innocent people.
We're not living.
No, y'all anti-Semitic. Y'all killing the Semitic people. That's the funny thing that doesn't make it. Y'all the anti-Semitic. Y'all killing the Semitic people. You're killing the Palestinians. You're anti-Semitic.
Let's look up what Zionism is.
You're a racist. You hate Palestinians and Arabs. And you hate Islam. Yes, y'all do. Yes, y'all do. You hate Islam.
No, we don't hate Islam. I just said
Yes, you do.
ago that I don't hate Islam.
No, that's not
I go to Dubai all the time. I have no problem.
Dubai is a racist. That ain't no fucking Islamic country. That's where all
Of course it is.
those crooked Arabs go there to fuck women and have clubs. Please.
No, they call the prayer every 3 hours.
So what? Because they call the prayer there, that don't mean. Hold up. Listen. Look at his reality. They go to prayer, right? They go to prayer. Then after the prayer, they jump in their Ferrari and then jump on the yacht.
What's the matter with
stop
a
it.
Ferrari? There's nothing on Islam.
How they got the money is how they got it. Yes, there is. Well, how you getting the money?
From oil. The money comes out of the ground.
Yeah, they're stealing it. They're killing the Yemenis to get it.
God gave them the money.
They're killing the kick your mother, you Jewish piece of shit.
So let's see what.
Kick your Jewish mother out. Hitler should have burnt your whole family.
Why are you against Jerusalem? Why?
I'm not against Jerusalem. I believe
Zion is Jerusalem.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. That's
Jerusalem is Jerusalem.
Zion is what they call Jerusalem in the Bible. You didn't know that? Let's look it up together.
Yes, I do know that. But what I'm saying is that Jerusalem is Jerusalem. We don't have a problem. We have a problem with them occupying Jerusalem. Yeah, but they're occupying Jerusalem.
We're not occupying it.
Yes, they are. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's occupied.
Was David Jewish?
David? Yes.
Okay. And did David build Jerusalem?
Yes.
Yes. So was Jerusalem a Jewish city?
No, because David was a Muslim. He was part.
There was no Islam at that time, was there?
No.
No Islam. No. Okay, good. So now we're home.
In theory, it wasn't.
What?
I mean,
the Jews are home now. We're in the home that our King David built. And we're not going to leave ever. That's the story.
Everybody out, you fucking nigger.
I don't know who this is. I don't know why you have to use the N-word.
No, because
he's a Jew.
No, we don't say that. No, we don't say that.
He is. He said that he's a Jew.
Well, yeah, but that's why I say it's not because he's one. It's
yes, it is, because I know many Jews that do that. The first thing they say about, I'll show you many videos right now in rallies in New York City. When Jews got mad, they started calling black people niggers.
Now, why don't we look up the word Zion and Zionism so you'll learn something, okay? Should we look it up together? I'm going to look it up. I know
what the ideology is.
Well, why don't you look up the meaning of the word, and then you get it from there.
Why don't you look up the fact that...
Okay, Zion. What does Zion mean?
No, forget about Zion.
Listen. I'm going to read you the definition. Zion is a specific historically important location. The name refers to both the hill in the city of Jerusalem and to the city itself, but it's also used in a general way to mean holy place or kingdom of heaven. The root of Zion is the Hebrew Zion, and while the world holds a special importance to the world for the Jewish faith, and then continued, blah, 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 blah. It's also used by Mormons and Rastafarians, among other Christian groups, to mean utopia. So that's what Zion is. Zionism is a love of Jerusalem, and that's what we Jews love. That's all. That's what it is. Stop saying that word.
Wrong. See, this is the part you're leaving out.
I just read it to you. You want to look it up?
You're leaving out something.
What did I leave out?
Content.
Look it up. Read to me.
This guy is anti-Semitic.
Hold on, can I finish?
Yeah, obviously.
This is why you're leaving out. This is the big point. That those scumbags, Theodore Herschel, and those European extremists.
He's not a scumbag.
He was a scum. No, he was a scum. They knew in order to make the homeland for the Jews and Zionism, that they would have to expel the Arab population. They knew that from the beginning of the mandate.
You have 10 million Jews, so you're telling one.
That's where the problem is.
Okay.
That's where the problem. They went there with the intentions to eradicate the Arab population.
The Herschel is gone now, and the population is not eradicated. It's bigger than ever. It's 4 times
larger. No, it's not.
Sure, it's not.
Yeah,
there were 750,000 Arabs there in 1948, and now there's about 4 million. So
there's 2 million, they say.
No, 2 million in Judea and Samaria, and another couple million over.
And another 2 million is out in Gaza.
Correct. Okay, that's
exactly. It's split. We're not in Israel. We're not in Israel. Why are they not in Israel in the millions?
Why? Because
you're fucking anti-Semitic and you're killers.
They lost the war that they started.
So what? But you say you're not running apartheid. It doesn't matter if they lost the war. Why don't they get equal rights? Why can't they be Israeli citizens? Why can't they be Israeli citizens?
In Israel, they are.
No, they're not.
Yes,
they are. The ones in Israel. Yeah, I know that. I'm talking about the ones in Gaza and the West Bank.
Well, they're not in Israel.
Yes, they are. According to you, Judea and Samaria is Israel.
I told you they're not. No, I didn't. They're not a part of.
So Judea and Samaria is not Israel.
They're not a part of the state of Israel.
Answer the question: is Judea and Samaria not Israel?
Of the state of Israel. They're part of the historical Israel, not the state of Israel.
Okay, so Judea and Samaria is not part of the state of Israel.
The state of Israel is correct.
Okay, so they occupy us then. Because that part that was allocated to them by the United Nations is the land of Jordan. Yes, it was, and they're thieves.
Here's what happened.
They're thieves, and the settlers are a bunch of criminals. So say the settlers aren't criminals. Say the settlers ain't committing war crimes over there.
Absolutely not. So what?
Yo, you're a lying piece of shit, Norm. You're a lying piece of shit, yo. You're a lying piece of shit. Yo, you're a lying piece of shit. And your ancestors should have got murdered by the Nazis. Hitler had a point.
Well, you know what? They would have killed you too.
No, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't. I was a black Nazi.
There's no such thing.
Yes, there was.
1948.
So say there wasn't no.
He was a black Nazi.
Genocide.
Hang on. There was 1948.
Did the Jews help in the Holocaust? Jews were working other Jews inside the gas
Yeah, we
chambers.
killed ourselves. It was mass suicide.
Yes, they were helping. Because Flappers were Jews and they were helping killing other Jews in the Holocaust. I got the proof.
Okay,
I got the proof.
1948. Who occupied the West Bank?
Nobody. No one.
Oh, yes. Go look at where it is.
No.
It's Jordan River.
You talking about Egypt? You talking about Egypt?
No, that's Gaza. You have to look at your map. Go look at your map.
I know that. That's Jordan land. They didn't occupy. How can they occupy? That's Jordan.
Well, the UN was sort of ambiguous about this. So,
and the whole point is, who the fuck was the UN to be giving up land and saying whose land is whose?
Listen.
That's the point. That's that colonial brain mentality you have.
Who occupied the land in 1948? Jordan. Right?
No, Israel.
No. Jordan.
Israel. They were immigrants.
Jordan took the West Bank in 1948. You didn't know that?
Jordan, they're Arabs.
That's correct.
They can't occupy.
Oh, got it.
See, that's the problem I have with your mentality. Once again,
1967.
the
Jordan
Jews came.
and they lost the West Bank in a war. Correct? That happened. So
you know what else will happen? You know what else will happen?
No. Don't change the subject. So in 1967, Jordan attacked. They lost the war and they lost the West Bank. This is true. Now, when did this become Palestine? As of when?
It's always been Palestine.
Well, I thought it was Jordan. You just told me it was Jordan. Which one is it?
Yeah, you're talking about the West Bank.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you about this black meat?
Your mother's a Jewish whore.
Stop saying that. Well, when did it become Palestine? If it was Jordan, when did that happen?
We became Palestine when the Palestinian people said we wanted to be Palestine.
Okay, when was that?
That's it. The same time, 1967.
So in other words, they had beef with Jordan because Jordan was occupying it, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Jordan attacks and loses the war to Israel. Israel conquers the land. Now, don't they deserve it since they conquered it?
No.
Why not?
Because
isn't that how you get land?
No, because the laws were different because of the Holocaust.
Okay.
Because of the Holocaust
against
the beautiful Jewish community at the time. These things were changed according by the West to Civil in terms of how people conduct war and what can be occupied or non-occupied.
If I conquer a land, it's not mine?
No, not anymore. Not since the Holocaust. Because once again, Western society, because people change the ways of law, the law of war.
I understand what the Holocaust has to do with it.
Because people started making standards of what people could do.
So explain to me the standard over here that has to do with
the standard is that even though Israel won those wars, they were not allowed to occupy the land that the people were living on, according to the UN. Yes.
Really? What law
yes,
is that?
really.
Tell me the law.
The laws that they make. Go look it up. It's the UN. UN, one of those resolutions. One of those resolutions. I'll look it up in a minute. One of those resolutions.
Take your time. All right. Because as far as I know,
And that's why the UN wants Israel to go back to the 1967 borders.
I don't think they're going to do that.
Obviously, they're not going to do that because they're occupiers. Occupiers don't give back land.
No, we want it.
That would be stupid.
We want it.
Listen, for once, I'm agreeing with you. See, you don't need to try to argue it because occupiers, once again, no matter I call it occupying, you calling it war. However you cut it and slice it.
It was a war.
Hold on. Once again, I'm calling it occupation. You're calling it a war. But no matter how you cut and slice it, let me finish real quick, Norm. But no matter how you cut and slice it, nobody that wins ever gives back land. No one's going to do that.
That's correct.
But they're being pressured to do it by the civilized nations and the civilized people, not only of their country, but the world. So if Israel is so democratic as they say, then why are they not listening to the people?
Because democratically we voted not to do what those people want.
You see, hypocrisy, man. Hypocrisy.
That's not hypocrisy. That's
yes,
democracy.
It is. It's not democracy because the world is saying the world is
actually
means
you
for
vote
something
your
different.
Country. So Mexico doesn't get to tell us what we do. France doesn't get to tell us what we do, and you don't get to tell Israel what they do.
Well, they don't agree with that when they got getting money from our country.
So Israel conquered the land, and as you said before, since they conquered it, they get to keep it. Why not? When did it become Palestine?
Because they commit war crimes. That's why they don't want to keep it. Once you start committing war crimes. Once you start committing war crimes, it changes the dynamics.
Nobody's ever.
Everyone claims it was a war crime. Everyone says it's a war crime. I don't say. All the human rights people are saying it.
Let me teach you something else. In 1967, do you know what piece of land Egypt lost?
Yeah, they lost the where the Philadelphia corridor and all that is now, and Israel gave it back to them.
There's a bigger piece there which features prominently in the Bible.
I know.
The Sinai.
The Sinai Desert. There you go. Sorry.
Sinai Desert, which is it's okay.
Yeah,
it's attached to Gaza.
Yes, so and Israel gave it back. Yes, but a peace treaty with Egypt.
Exactly right. So Israel is willing to trade land. You said somebody who conquers land never gives it back, but Israel did something unusual. We gave it back in exchange.
Yes, for the big for the bigger picture for their people and other people. So why are they not doing that with the Palestinians?
Because they never made peace.
Why not? Why is Israel so against making peace with the Palestinians?
No, Israel has offered peace to Palestinians many times.
No, they haven't.
You mentioned
listen, the closest that Israel ever got to making peace with Palestine.
Yes,
your own cellular psychopath terrorist went and killed your fucking president.
Well, that guy's in jail, by the way. So
obviously he's in jail, but guess what? You know what else is funny about that?
What?
And say this is a lie. There's a holy shrine to him in Jerusalem.
I haven't seen it.
But go read about it. They fucking have signs for these people.
All I know is that the secular society of Israel put a terrorist in jail for murdering somebody.
I really do, man. I hate him.
Okay. So what? A lot of people hate the fucking Zionist Jews.
Okay.
So I'm gonna report his account for anti-Semitism and terrorism.
So what? You're anti-Semite.
The Sinai is the size of all of Israel.
Listen, you will not be the first Zionist Jew to lie and say someone's anti-Semitic and a terrorist. That's what y'all do to fit your narrative. So even if you do it, it won't change anything.
All right. So now you're saying to me that
Norman, can you talk about the dancing Jews that they caught during 9/11 in Brooklyn?
Well, I want to say focus on Israel first.
Oh, okay. And then we'll go to Mossad. Okay.
What's the matter? Then we'll go to what?
The Mossad. Yeah.
All right.
The ones who orchestrate all of this.
Israel is sitting on land that it was given by the UN and that it conquered. So why should we give it up? Why should we give it up?
He won't answer you because he's a dumbass.
Well, we're actually sort of cooking here in a weird way.
Brother, I'm actually from Bat Yam, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you as well. I'm Israel. You should be strong, and I will do anything I can to help you.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything that I can do. I will give my life for you, and I know you would do the
brother,
same for me.
my life for you too. Because right now, there's a lot of hate. Everybody hates.
But you should know that America.
No, everyone hates Zionists. Everyone loves Jews. The real Jews. Because the real Jews do not agree with you. They do not agree with the occupation. They do not agree with the Zionism. No, you're not. If you're with Zionism, you're not. You're with the slaughter of innocent women and children.
we say Tehillim for you. I started putting
The occupation force has killed 20,000 children.
Right.
20,000 children.
I guess they should surrender. If they love their children, they should surrender.
No, that's a lie because even Bibi Netanyahu said, I don't want a full ceasefire. Even if we get all the hostages back with a pause of hostility, I want to be able to continue the war.
I think what he wants
So
to do
it's
is
not as simple as that, so don't lie.
He wants to hold the Philadelphia.
The point is, don't lie and say it's as simple as them putting down their arms and giving up the hostages. It's not.
That doesn't mean that we would withdraw. It just means they won't die anymore, which I think they should do. I think
but they would die because they would die more because once again Hamas is not going to allow them to occupy the Philadelphia corridor nor Gaza. So that means they still would die.
That means that we fight on.
My point exactly. That means it's insincere with a ceasefire.
Who do you think? It's not insincere. They're asking for it. We're not.
Exactly.
That's not true. The Jewish people are asking for it. The Jewish people are asking for it. That's a lie.
The government of Israel is not asking for it.
We know the government of Israel is not asking for a ceasefire, but the people, but y'all democratic, like you said, the most democratic in the. So the people
elected. If they can vote them out any time, they can have a no confidence in voting.
They can't vote them out any time because they said there's a whole of elections during the war. He knows that. He made that way.
They could do a vote of no confidence.
Shit, you're propagandists, man. You guys are so paid. Well, who's paying y'all? Ben Shapiro? Who y'all under? I know he's a real Nazi, Ben Shapiro. And he got cooked. No, he's not. He's a Zionist. He's a Zionist.
Well, Zionism and being Jew are very.
They're not the same. They're not. They're not the same.
They're not the same, but Zionism comes out of Judaism.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. An atheist made that. An atheist made Zionism. He created the whole mindset of Zionism.
Zionism can't be Jew. Theodore Herzl.
No, he's the modern creation of Zionism in the Israeli state.
Well, he created the modern state of Israel.
Exactly. So don't say Zionism is the same. It's not. Because
Zionism is our longing to go home.
In the Torah, you people are supposed to be living in expulsion. All the Jews say that.
No, now we're returning.
No, you can't return. You cannot return through the force with the military. No, they don't. I put up many posts of Jews saying different than that. Rabbis saying different than that.
I'm sorry, but that's not.
But you're gonna say I don't agree with them. Those are small different facts. No, you're lying.
That's correct.
You're lying.
No, I'm not lying about anything.
I'm Palestine high.
You have agreed.
I'm Palestine high.
You can't.
Yes, I can. I did it in the streets. They get mad at me. The Palestinians. The Zionists get mad at me when I walk by and I tell I'm Palestine high.
I don't get mad at you.
No, they do. No. Obviously they're laughing at me because they're ignorant, but they get the humor.
No, they're laughing at you because they know that you're from here and that you really don't know anything about the
story.
No,
but I know everything about this. That's the thing.
Well, I just told you 10 things you didn't know before.
I knew everything about it, brother. I know all about the propaganda.
I just, wait a second. You agreed with me and you hadn't known this stuff before.
I did know a lot of these things. Certain points I may not have known, but I was aware of them.
Okay, do you know where in the Torah it says that we are to return to our home?
I report this account, by the way, for
Well, go ahead, report all you want, man. Damn, you don't gotta announce it.
Lately.
Yeah, man. This is what the Zionists do, because the Zionists control Meta.
We're all Zionists.
And so why do Zionists own the biggest porn sites in America?
I don't think they do.
Yes, they do.
What's the matter with the porn site? You don't like porn sites now?
No. Jews are not supposed to look at porn.
I thought nigger.
Because it gets you out of faith.
Don't use that word. No, it doesn't say in our faith.
Well, I know. Just like the rabbis in your country say it's good to have sex with 3-year-olds because their hymen will go back. I'll show you it right now. I'll put the videos up.
All right. Okay.
Jewish rabbis in Israel. Jewish rabbis in Israel saying this.
All right.
Say it's a lie. Say it's a lie.
It's a lie.
No, you're disgusting, man. You're delusional with Israel,
you know what? I think I just love my people and my country.
You can love your people and your country and still tell the truth about them.
I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, that's the difference. If you really love them, you'll tell the truth. Because there's a bunch of Jews out there that are saying totally different about their fucking regime over there. They're saying it's a terrorist regime. No, it's not a time of they're lying.
We do. No, not.
Can I ask a clarifying question real quick?
Please do. Please do.
Thank you. So, all right, I'm not Jewish, but I do very much want to understand what's going on. So, I thought, or I've been told, the war is about the land. They both sides want to claim the land.
Yeah,
The law is to eliminate the lots.
the reality is, man, yes, Hillary. The root of this is that Israel came to invade the land, to take over the land. That is the root.
Israel invade. With
All
all
of it.
Palestine. I thought you told me that you went.
No, you invaded.
We invaded.
He's a liar.
We invaded.
I thought you
No,
you might give it to us.
y'all started invading it prior to the UN. Y'all started invading with immigration into Israel around the 19th.
So
the
is
beginning of the 19th.
invasion or is it immigration? Which is it?
It's an invasion.
are.
It's a smaller way of an invasion. No, that's why it's a smaller way of an invasion. Y'all did the sneaky way. Y'all crawled in like little fleas and
What
mice.
did we do again?
Y'all crawled in like little fleas and
We
mice.
crawled in, so we crawled in, and we wanted in a war, and the UN gave it to us. So why would we leave? Why would we leave? Yeah, he's racist.
No, y'all
Why
racist.
would we leave?
Oh, I'm racist, but he wasn't racist when he called me a nigga.
Why would we leave?
You're a hypocrite, Norm. You're a real scum. You're scum, man.
That wasn't me who said it. That was him.
He did it. You didn't say nothing about him being a racist.
How many times have I told him to stop saying the N-word?
What did that have to say? Stop. Yeah, you told that, but then you said he was a racist.
Yes, you are a racist.
No, you didn't, but you're calling me a racist. That's why you're a hypocrite.
Wait, that's not me calling you a racist. That's him.
No, he did say I was. He said, yeah, he's a racist, right? You said yes.
Oh, well, that's true, because you called us
Is he a racist?
Yes.
Thank you. That's all I'm asking. Fair play.
All right. Okay, fair play.
So I apologize too. Yes.
Now we got that.
It's the Jews being racist, the Zionist Jews being racist against the indigenous Palestinians.
Almost all Jews are Zionists, like 95%. And we've always wanted to go home to Israel, and that's in the Torah, and now we're home. Why would we leave?
Other Jewish religious people would disagree. They say
Tiny minority.
They say Jews are not supposed to have a historical homeland because they're supposed to be living in exile
With the Moshiach.
until the Moshiach comes back.
Yeah.
This is what they believe in.
But that's a tiny minority. And
it's a large minority.
No. Okay. What percentage of Jews do you think do not recognize the state of Israel and think we should leave? Because even the ones that don't recognize it,
the bigger. Hold on. This is where hold on.
Disagree with the state. It's still the holy.
My point is this: the religious ones, to me, make up the bigger minority to me. Why? Because most of the ones that you're talking about, which are the secularists, they have the larger number, but they're not religious, so they don't count. Because if they're not coming from a religious aspect, how can they say they have a claim to the Holy Land? They're not religious.
How many Muslims do you know that drink alcohol?
Yeah,
All of them. All of them.
I don't know.
We don't say they're not Muslims.
They're not Muslim, though. They're not.
Of course they are.
No, they're not. You're wrong. You don't know about Islam then. Just like you would tell me I don't know about Judaism. If they're drinking alcohol, that takes them out the fold of Islam. They are not Muslims at the time.
It just means they're breaking the rules.
No, it doesn't. It's not as simple as that. No, you're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. I do. I'm a Muslim. I would know.
Okay. Do you drink alcohol?
No, because if you drink alcohol, you can't even pray.
Okay. Do most Muslims drink alcohol?
No, maybe in the United States, in New York, probably do. A lot do, but not, not
I
across
live
the
in a
board.
very large Muslim community over here. I'm not Muslim. I'm a Muslim. I have no idea. Right?
No, why would I smoke weed? I have to pray.
You're lying, bro. You're using drugs and you're using alcohol. You're lying.
No, I think you're talking about you Zionists to go to those fucking raves and take ecstasy and dance around like fucking fairies. The ones that got slaughtered on October 7th.
So here's the bottom line.
But they're so fucking Jew. They're so Jew, but they're over there fucking men in the ass.
Okay. It's our land, and we're keeping it.
It's not your land, and we're over there killing, fighting
I'm
for
sorry
it.
you disagree. But
I disagree. Even the Bible, the Torah, and the Quran disagree.
All right. We disagree, and we're going to keep it.
Because when the Romans and the Byzantines exiled you, cowards, the Muslims brought you back to the Holy Land.
Thank you very much.
It was the Muslims that brought them back.
If you want, you can pray for us to leave.
Ask Rambam. Do you know who Rambam is? Because if you're Jew, you're supposed to know that. Yeah. He even said these things. If it wasn't for Islam, y'all would have been persecuted.
You're a lying bitch.
No, you're a lying bitch. At least Norm knows the facts about that.
I love that you say Rambam, though. That's very funny.
Yeah. I know who he is.
Thank you, man.
Enjoy losing your account, bro. Enjoy losing your account.
All right. That's the end of the story.
You're anti-Semitic, and I'm going to report your account.
I don't give a fuck what you do.
Fuck you, you anti-Semite. You're an anti-Semite. You're an anti-Semite. You kill innocent children. The occupation forces are killing innocent children every day for breakfast, lunch, and dinner in Israel.
All right. You can repeat all the crazy lies.
It's the truth.
Really.
They're killing innocent children every day in the Gaza, and right now they're doing many collective punishment going on in the West Bank right now. They're killing innocent people every day over there. The occupation force, and they just put out the video. Like I just said, they put out the video.
Are we losing?
You're losing. You're losing the war.
We're losing, but we're killing the children.
Yes.
So how are we killing the children if we're losing?
Why bombing? The bombs.
Why don't they protect their children?
How can you protect children from bombs?
Their children there.
They could put them in the tunnels where they're
No,
hiding like a
they're
person
bombing
rat.
schools. They're bombing hospitals. They're bombing everything.
So why don't they go under? So why
The
don't
real beheaded babies are the Palestinian babies. There was no beheaded babies.
why don't they hide them in the
They
tunnels?
could evacuate.
They weren't in no tunnels. They were in a school. They were in a
We have
daycare.
tunnels now.
No, there was no tunnels. Why they haven't proved it? Why has Israel not put out no proof? No, you don't. You're a liar. You're a liar.
Take a look at these press
You're a liar. No fucking tunnels. None. None under the Ginny House. Nothing. They're liars. That's what they do. Propaganda.
We're living in a world of delusion, and that doesn't matter to us because we're going to keep making our Israel beautiful.
Look, say it, look. You were so coward. You scared to say it. We're going to keep killing them, and we're going to say it.
But
Say
that's
it,
not what we
coward.
have to do.
Say it, coward.
We don't have to do it. Why? I should.
You're not even a real man. You're not even a real man. You can't say it. You know why? You're cowards.
Okay, thank you.
Norm hasn't killed anyone in days.
That's right. I've been taking a break.
Yep. Norm is just
I'm
an
on
average.
vacation.
Listen, Norm, the reality is, he's the typical white American Jew who's
No.
racist. You know what I'm saying? He's
Thank you
racist
very much.
to the core. Very
Thank you.
racist to the core.
What do
He
you
doesn't
think
like
of the
black people. He doesn't
I do
like
like black
Arab.
people.
No, you don't.
I do
You're a
like
typical white supremacist, bro. Let's really deal with it.
I'm not a supremacist.
You are a white
And
supremacist.
you're a typical black anti-Semite. We don't
No, I'm
care.
not. Because I love
So
Jews. Don't forget. I hate Zionism.
I don't think you do. There's no
Yes, I
difference.
do,
You
because I
can't
got
separate
because I have a bunch of Jewish friends. Impossible.
I doubt it.
And they hate Zionism.
I doubt it. I don't believe you.
Yes, they definitely are.
Bring
They
them
hate
in right
Zionism.
now. Bring them in here.
They have a life. They
I
work.
wanna meet.
My friend Josh is actually he's in his law office right now. He hates yes. I won't tell you his last name. You'll just look him up and try to report him to a law firm. Yes, you would. Yes, you would. You don't gotta dox him. You'll just get in contact with his fucking law firm like a psycho.
The law firms are in favor of Israel.
No, they're not.
All right, so here's what's going to
So
happen.
how one of the biggest law firms right now, matter of fact, she was just on Democracy Now!, a Jewish woman, she just had to resign. I forgot. You know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh my God.
It's one of the most prestigious law firms in the world. I'm going to go to it right now. Because she did it Democracy Now!
That makes it not so bad for Jews.
What's that?
No, but Zionism is not Judaism, man. That's what y'all
Of course it is.
No, it's not.
Nothing
These people
else.
are liars.
Of course it is.
No, it's not.
Sure, we're in our homeland.
No,
Our refuge.
it's not your homeland. It's not your homeland. You're atheist. Y'all don't have a homeland. You're
I'm not
atheist.
atheist. I go to synagogue every day.
You're not, but most Zionists are.
No, we're not.
Yes, they are. Bibi Netanyahu, all of those psychos, they're not. No, you don't know what a Jew is.
You're outside.
You don't know what a Jew is. You're outside the
Listen,
community. You're outside the touch of humanity.
You don't know what a Jew is.
A bunch of animals. Y'all kill innocent people. You think it's okay to kill 20?
Some people think you're an animal the way you're behaving right now.
No, they think you're an animal because I don't agree with killing innocent
Well, I
children.
think
You do.
some people.
You
I
do.
disagree with killing innocent people.
No, you don't. No,
I
you
do.
don't.
Why would you tell me?
You're
what I think?
because you're in agreement with Israel bombing all of Gaza.
Are you some sort of weird?
You're in agreement. You're in agreement with. You're in agreement with the IDF occupation force. You're in agreement with the occupation force to bomb innocent children.
You tell me.
You're
what
a
I'm
psycho.
agreeing
You're a
with.
sick Jew.
Okay, and that's based on what evidence? Your statement is based on what evidence?
Did you say?
Well,
I'm
yes.
telling you. That you said that the Israeli
That's not
occupation
going
force
out.
is
Yes.
allowed to bomb schools in it because there's so-called tunnels underneath them.
No, that's not
Even
what
though
I
there's
said.
innocent Palestinian
That's not
people
what I
inside.
said.
Yes, you did.
I said.
Yes, you did.
I said that the Gazans should be protecting their children in the
They
tunnels. Obviously, they don't, or they wouldn't be fine.
Why would the Gazans be putting their children in tunnels?
To keep them from dying in the bombing that you just said that it was.
No, those tunnels have nothing to do with the Gazan people. The Gazan people are innocent people. Why the fuck would they be going into tunnels?
To live?
Take refuge.
No. How about you? How about the coward occupation force do a ground insurgent, and go fight these motherfuckers toe to toe.
We made the
Instead of
ground
bombing.
invasion. We made the ground invasion last November. You didn't
No,
know
you
that?
didn't. Y'all cowards. Y'all bombed the whole fucking land. Y'all flattened the whole land first.
First we bombed it. And
Yeah,
then we
cowards. Cowards.
That's the way you win a war.
No, that's how
We
cowards.
did.
That's cowards.
Oh, okay. All right, so now you're a military strategist?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
well, how long have you been a military
Because America didn't bomb all of Afghanistan to go in there for.
When did you become a military strategist?
When I was in the military.
When was that?
So he's a lying bitch.
When was that?
No, your mother's a lying bitch because she's Jew.
So if you were going to invade Gaza, you wouldn't bomb it first?
No.
Why?
It's a small condensed area. You don't have to bomb it.
This guy's
You have special forces.
So what did we do?
We have special forces and we have drones.
Yes.
You don't have to bomb it.
Those. I gotta tell you what, I think the military disagrees with you.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Before you fight,
The military is also doing war crimes. So of course they disagree with me.
Look. Before you fight,
Have you ever heard of the Hannibal Directive, Norm?
hold on. Look. Before you fight,
Do you know what the Hannibal Directive is? Yes or no?
He's trying to get a word in.
look.
I'm not listening to no racist scientists.
Before you fight in any war, it's common knowledge that you're supposed to use artillery first before you deploy your ground forces.
No,
Stop
it didn't.
playing
Because
dumb.
America deployed ground forces in Afghanistan
This
without
was proven
bombing.
by Napoleon, who conquered all of Europe. Wasn't it?
Napoleon is not the greatest conqueror.
I said, well, he's one of them.
So what? But he wasn't the best.
Okay, well,
Because everyone knows who.
conquered all of Europe.
Everyone knows who really was the real best of the conquerors, and he didn't have to use.
Let me guess, it was you.
No. Everyone knows
Was
Khalid bin Fard. I'll show you many scholars that say he conquered all of Europe, all of that, without slaughtering people.
Really?
Without slaughtering the Syrians, without slaughtering the. Huh?
What did he do? He just asked them nicely to put their weapons down?
Yes, they submitted.
Wow. Just because he was a nice guy?
Yes, they came in with a different vibe.
He had a nice vibe?
Yes, they
Okay,
did.
next time we're going to try the good vibes method. I'm glad you suggested that.
But Israel, once again, they went in with terrorism. Because Israel was founded on terrorism. They knew it from the get-go that they had to come and
I thought it was
depopulate.
founded by the United Nations.
No, it was founded by terrorism, the Zionist project.
But you just told me that the United Nations is the one that divided the land. Didn't you say that?
What does that have to do with like I said, with the
If
Zionist
the United Nations
mindset?
did it, then they didn't bomb it, right? Then the United Nations divided the land between the
Israel
Palestinians
committed
and
war
the Jews.
crimes. Israelis killed and committed war crimes.
Okay, so the United
On the
Nations
day of their
divided-
independence, they expelled 750,000 Palestinians.
on May 14th? I don't think you got that right.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
think
I
you
got
got
it
that.
right.
I really do think this guy has mental health problems.
No, you have mental health
You
problems.
know what? He's very typical.
No, you're typical.
Of folks in America.
You're typical. You're typical.
That's
And
a
you
lie.
live in America, so you're definitely typical Zionist in America. Typical Jew in America.
I hope I am.
Slimy, greedy, thief,
Now that's racist.
might be a
That's
pedophile. No, but
That's
come on.
anti-Semitic. You
So
just
then
confused that.
why you don't talk about the
Very
opposite?
anti-Semitic.
So is that anti-Semitic to say that the Jews in Brooklyn had the Underground Railroad?
No, what you said was.
Oh, really?
Jews slimy. Wait. You said Jews are slimy and greedy.
No, I said Zionists. Zionists.
You said
Zionists. Zionist Jew. But I'm talking about Zionists, and you know that. Exactly. He can't try to trick no one that.
We've exposed you
We
now.
love the beautiful Jewish people who are not
The
Zionists.
slimy, greedy
We
ones.
love
you just
they're
described?
not slimy greed. They actually love peace loving,
Why did
very
you call it
respectful.
slimy and greedy?
They love other cultures and other people. The Zionists hate other people. They hate
All right.
They're supremacists.
Okay,
They're
what
white
about black
supremacist
folks? What do you
Nazis.
think about black folks?
I love black people.
You love, but do they love other people?
Absolutely, they do.
That's the
Okay, but you're a black person,
Yes.
and you've been spewing hate for an hour.
No, I was really hate against Zionism.
Okay,
Zionism.
that's
No, it's not hate.
Black person.
It's the truth. Zionism hates blacks. They hate white. They hate anything that's not Israeli.
You're a black person who said Jews are slimy and greedy.
No, I said the Zionism. I'm sorry, we agree.
Well, that's
Zionism.
not what you just said.
That is what I just said.
You said I'm a typical.
You're a typical
American
Zionist Jew. And well, I meant to put Zionism. I did say I meant
Okay.
Zionist Jew.
Okay, so
Zionist
that's not
Jew.
racism.
No, it's not.
That's not racist. Why is that
You
not
are a
racist?
typical Zionist because Zionist Jews are racist.
Okay, so do
They're
we deserve,
anti-Semitic.
so let me ask you something. Do you deserve to live in your homeland?
I'm living in my homeland.
Very good. Do you deserve to live in your homeland?
Are you living in your homeland?
Hang on. You deserve to live in your homeland. Do we deserve to live in our homeland?
Yeah, not in your homeland. Those are a bunch of European invaders. That's not their homeland.
I thought we agreed.
That is not their homeland.
Hang on.
That is not their homeland.
Didn't we agree that
That is not the Zionist Jew homeland.
Didn't we agree that
Most of them are a bunch of invaders. They came from other parts of the world and they went there.
Didn't we agree that Jerusalem was built by King David? One of the great Jewish kings?
Just because you're Jewish does not make you ethnic to the land.
You mean indigenous?
Yes, you're not indigenous just because you're Jew.
Do you know that the world has recognized our indigeneity?
I don't care what the world's like. They're liars. That's the Jewish that's the Zionist propaganda.
So you disagree with the world?
I disagree with Zionism.
Wait.
No,
If everyone is lying, hold on, then how did you come up with your truth if everyone's lying?
He got it on TikTok.
From the scholars like Norman Finkelstein and other historians, and those are better than us.
Norman Finkelstein said that Israel is not the Jews' homeland?
Yes. I'll show you Jews right. I'll show you other Jews right now. Rabbis that say this. I'll show you other rabbis right now. I'll post it right now to say that Israel is not the homeland of Zionism.
Okay, what's the name of the rabbi that says that?
I'm gonna show you right now. I'm gonna put it in.
Just tell me the name.
No, I'm gonna go to it, man, and I'm gonna post it. It doesn't matter if I don't know my name.
Is it fair to say that you just lied? Is it fair to say that you just lied? All right. I think I've exposed you as a liar. Is that fair to say?
No, you're a liar.
Well, okay. So what's the name of the rabbi that says that Israel is not Jewish homeland?
I'm putting the link in the chat right now.
So you don't know, correct?
I don't know his name per se, no.
Okay, so why would you say this if you don't know his name?
I don't have to know his name to know what he said because I just posted it.
If you don't know his name, what makes it?
His name is Rabbi Philman.
What's his first name?
You go find out. I'll put it in the
Rabbi.
Well, I'm asking you.
Rabbi Philman. That's what he goes by. Rabbi Philman.
What makes him an authority?
So his Jewish community.
Okay, what is his Jewish community?
Go find it out. I'm not.
Okay, so you don't know.
I do know. But guess what? I don't have to share the information with you because I did my homework. I'm not doing it for you. You go do your own homework.
So somebody who you don't know his name, you don't know his community, and you're quoting him as a source.
I know him his community.
Okay, what's his community?
He says that y'all are criminals.
And what is
the most dangerous place?
So you're literally citing people who you don't know. Don't you think that
I'm posting all the links. No, that makes you racist.
Somebody would post.
It makes you racist. It makes you racist. He's real Jew. You're not. You're not. You're Zionist. You're not real Jew. He's real Jew. He's a real Jew. You're not real Jew.
If I have a TikTok that says 80% of the crimes in America are committed by black folks, would that be racist?
Y'all stole the land, bro.
No, wait. I'm asking you a question. If I had a video that said 80% of the crimes in America are committed by black people, would that be racist?
To me or to other people?
Period.
It depends on if the statistic is correct or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Because a lot of black people do commit crime. I'm not beneath for saying that though. See, unlike you. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it just because I'm black.
I'm not sugarcoating it. So you think that 80% of the crimes are committed by black folks?
I don't think 80%, but it's probably higher for the. Okay. No, it's not. I don't think it's 80.
So what should we do about
maybe in the 60s or 70s.
So what? Okay, and it's 14% of the population is doing 70% of the crimes?
Yeah, but Israeli Jews are doing more crime than them.
Well, hang on. Let's just stay with this for a second.
Israeli Jews are doing more crimes than them.
We talked about Israeli Jews. So you were now saying that 14% of the U.S. population, according to you, commit 70% of the crimes.
No,
what should we do?
I think the Zionist Jews in America are committing 95% of the crime.
Okay, but
so why would I be worried about the blacks?
70% of the crimes are committed by 14% of the population. All right. So it sounds like maybe you have a problem that you need to deal with, correct?
Yeah, we need to deal with Zionism. Look at the chat.
You guys,
everybody look at the chat. I'm posting all the videos so you want to ignore that shit. I can see.
If you guys are murdering each other at that rate, don't you think you need to
Israelis are murdering everyone at an alarming rate.
Well, now we're talking about America for a second.
No, we're not talking. We're talking about Israel.
Well, now we just decided to talk about you.
We're talking about Israel and the murderous state and the apartheid that they're running in the land. That's
Right,
what we're talking about.
But you're
We're
an
talking
American
about
right now.
the 20,000 innocent children that the occupation forces
sure.
have killed.
I agree.
We're talking
You're an
about the
American.
settlers committing
Yes.
war crimes in the
Okay.
West Bank.
So
That's
you're
what
an
we're talking
American.
about.
You're an American.
That's
You have
what we're
no
talking
connection-
about.
You have no
I
connection
do have connection
whatsoever.
there. I do have connection
What's
there.
your connection to Israel?
I'm Palestinian.
You're not Palestinian.
Yes, I am.
Let me hear you say something in Arabic.
Alhamdulillah.
There you go. Is that it? Is that I can say that too. Alhamdulillah. You know anything else?
No, you said alhamdulillah. What the?
Mashallah. Can you say exactly? That's Hebrew, brother. Can you even say one verse of the Quran?
Of course. Come on. Many.
Let me hear you
No,
say
we're talking about Israel's war.
No, I want to hear you say what?
No, we're talking about Israel's war crime. You're not going to deflect.
So
We're
you're
talking
not
about
a-
Israel being
You're
an
not a
apartheid state.
Palestinian.
Israel an apartheid.
New York.
Israel killed American citizens.
Okay.
Israel just killed more American citizens.
You're
Hillary, did you know that Israel, the IDF occupants, were killed an American lady yesterday?
You know how many Muslim ladies got killed in America yesterday? One in my own town right now in Houston.
Yeah, not by an Israeli Zionist.
I don't know that.
Oh, you don't know if she was a Jew or not?
No, I don't know who the killer was.
Okay, well, we know who the killers were in Israel. It was the fucking Zionist Jew. See, that's the difference. We know who the killers are. Zionist Jews,
So
man.
what's the answer? What do we do about it?
We gotta topple them. We gotta topple those Zionist scum.
So, genocide?
No, you don't genocide them. You gotta take out the government, not the people.
Okay, that's what I'm asking you. Like, you said the Zionist Jew killed him, so I'm trying to like clarify that. So the solution would be what to be able to save the people?
They gotta rebel against the government.
One step you could take would be to eliminate the allowance for dual citizenship if you're an American government official, because we got a lot of power here. If you're an American government official, you shouldn't be able to serve Israel and then America. You should have to only have one citizenship and it only be America. I think that would help.
I agree with that.
Yep.
I think that should be across the board, period.
And I don't think our tax dollars should be allocated to them every year, the billions of dollars. For what?
Also, Edward Snowden let us know that America, Israel, Australia, a couple other countries, all these governments, they're spying on all their citizens and sharing the data with each other. I think that there's probably some blackmail and other weird crap going on. Maybe we should end that.
Like sharing the data. I mean, like, why? I mean, I don't understand that.
I got
There's
this.
so much shit we need to worry about. I don't
They-
care who's looking at what porn site.
Well, check it out. Say you're in charge of like Intel. That's a big company, and they're about to put, I don't know, we'll make something up, a $25 billion chip processing plant, and you're gonna put it somewhere. You're either gonna put it in America, you're gonna put it in Israel, you're gonna put it somewhere. Well, if these governments are sharing your data, and we know, we honey trapped you a few years ago, and you banged like a 12-year-old kid or something, we'd use that and we'd force you to do something that would benefit them. And that's exactly what's going on. Yeah, you can use it to make people do whatever, and they sway markets.
What do you think TikTok's agenda is as far as rather than
there's
trying to get idiot Americans to eat Tide Pods?
I personally think TikTok is just like the leftist media is doing to America. TikTok is also doing it, but it's owned by China instead of satanic pedophile leftists like our media.
You know what's crazy? I just can't believe people don't really see that Israel's commit genocide, bro. It's just like ridiculous.
I say we blame Canada.
stop talking, or is this shit?
You ran out of people to yell at, sweetheart.
The Zionists don't got no leg to stand on. They know they commit war crimes. They know they're murderers. Ain't no justifying killing all them kids and old people. Abdullah. Alcohol is haram. Abdullah. Fuck Abdullah. Fuck Allah. Fuck Allah. When are you gonna do that? Are you gonna use a condom? Fuck Allah. Fuck Allah. Fuck Quran. Fuck Quran. Fuck Quran. Are they use a condom? Fuck Quran. Fuck Quran. Fuck Quran. Fuck Allah. Y'all spread a lot of hate. Fuck Allah. Fuck Allah. Fuck Allah. Allah is fuck you, Allah.
I want to put a face to this, you know?
Fuck you,
I don't know.
Allah.
Did anybody else talk about that?
Motherfucking Allah. Well, he's trying to spread AIDS.
You are raw, but you're funny.
All the Zionists ran away. With all the kids, man. Sad.
My lunch break is over, so it's nice meeting you, but I gotta head out too.
No problem. Have a good day.
Fight the patriarchy, keep the dream alive. Later.
Fuck Israel.
2,000 years. It's in the
You're
plan.
right. I'm just saying that this is something
so, you know,
I'm just saying that this is something we can sell to ourselves. We cannot go and tell others like, hey guys, we were here 3,000 years ago, go away. And this is why it was never done. I totally agree with you, and I totally understand what you're saying. I'm just saying that this is something that we can tell ourselves. That this is just what
I just want to address the court.
Randy, hold on, Randy. Randy, you came in the room and you interrupted my intention to talk, which was.
I apologize. I'm sorry, sir.
So
go ahead.
Okay.
I'll mute up.
You did not do it. You did not do it intentionally, and I appreciate everything you're saying. Just give me 30 seconds, okay? You're probably talking about the ignorant Michael, the BHI, probably. That's his name. Anyway, so a brief, first of all, a brief lesson in history with corrections from Daniel, if I misstate anything, okay? First of all, Mark Twain. Look up, you people who you have to put life and history in perspective. Things today don't happen in a vacuum. Look up Mark Twain and and Palestine. Okay, just look it up. You people ignorant, or Jews, could be anybody here that doesn't know the history. Okay, what he said. I'm not even going to tell you what he said. Okay, look it up. If you're interested in research, do it yourself. I don't need to teach you. Okay, now the ratio of Christians and Muslims on the planet are approximately equal, 2 billion and 2 billion. Okay, more or less. The Jewish population of 16 million. We are 100th, not even 100th of the population of either of those groups. Now, in the 1880s, there were 590,000 Muslims in that area of the Levant, and there were 150,000 Jews, plus Christians, which weren't were a smaller number, less than 100,000. So now the ratio already is 3 times as many Jews. Now, what happened in 130 years? Israel, the Jews, my people, suffered 6 million losses, which many of you will deny, you fucking idiots, okay? 6 million losses. Then we created a land 75 years ago that is prosperous today. It challenges America in Silicon Valley. The inventions of you people, you ignoramuses, have enjoyed in your life. You don't even give credit to the Jews, but you put down the cell phone and throw it in the garbage because it was invented by Jews, probably. Much of this world that runs today in the modern age was input from Jews. And what did the useless Muslims do? They left that land as a swamp. Look up Mark Twain, and now we'll jump to the present, 75 years, whatever, 125 years. What have those fucking morons that you support in those evildoers in Gaza done? Look at Israel, the prosperous country. Look at Dubai. Look at the prosperous places where people want to. And Israel did it without oil, without money, without the money. Okay, as opposed to the Emirates. And what did they do in Gaza? They helped murder their own people. It could be a flourishing country like Lebanon was once. 80 years ago, Lebanon was the jewel of the Middle East. And look at who destroyed it. The Christians? The Maronites? The people you support, the evil Muslims. There are good Muslims, but Islam is no fucking good. Good Muslim people, bad Jews, absolutely. But Islam, totally evil.
Is there anyone here, maybe in the crowd, that is, I want to say pro-Palestinian, but I doubt it, but pro-Palestine, and can advocate for them without emotions, just like fact? No, you are not a pro-Palestinian.
Yeah. I just want to add one thing. I want to address Cordy, who for some reason isn't on stage. He keeps using this word camps. And this is a brilliant thing that the Palestinians have done, is they have these cities, towns, and they keep calling them camps for some reason. And I can't help but think that they're appropriating, like they've appropriated so much, that they're appropriating this concentration camp or DP camp that Jews had to stay in for 8 years, up to 8 years after World War II. But let me be clear, Jenin and all these cities and all these towns, you can call them camps, but we know what they are. They're major cities. They have universities. Come on, guys. You're using come up with another word. Just use the word city or town, because camps don't have universities. Thank you.
It's 2 words. It's refugee camp. And those are also not refugees. Let's be honest.
Yes, I'm a child of refugees. If I walked around today and said, yeah, I'm a refugee, people would kick me in the ass and say, get the fuck out of here.
Well, they kick you in the ass anyway, though.
I think the worst genocide ever is what they are doing to the English language. They are committing genocide on the English language.
That's anti-Semitic.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've been
she's
talking
right,
about
yeah.
the misuse of language for a couple days now.
Yeah, genocide, apartheid, even hostages. You know, they call those terrorists in our prisons hostages.
And
Words
they say
have no
that
meaning
everyone
anymore.
in Israel is military. And it's insanity. It's double speak.
No. Calling
It's-
terrorists militants is crazy.
Yeah.
The Israeli citizens are settlers. The prisoners that are terrorists are hostages. The indiscriminate bombing that Hamas is doing on Israel is, I don't know,
Freedom fighting.
Freedom fighting. And also they're actually defending. They say they have the right to defend themselves, or they have the right for armed resistance. Like, really? They just
They've
kill
been
people?
trotting out this notion that resistance is okay under international law. I'm still trying to find the reference to that.
Doesn't matter. Daniel, that's an interesting trivia. What's the difference between a settlement and a refugee camp? Why aren't all the settlements refugee camps?
Yeah, they should call their camps settlements. We should refer to their camps as settlements.
They're all refugees.
I wanna.
What, right?
Why in Gaza, which is Palestinian land, under Palestinian government, do you have refugees?
No, I get it, but the majority of the settlers are grandchildren of refugees, like 99%. So why are they not refugee camps? I think we should start referring to them as refugees.
Because
You know what it is? In Israel, if you say, in Gaza, if you say you're going camping, I mean, what does it mean? And when they have a store that has camping supplies, what is it, like supplies for a city? That's where the confusion comes in.
Elijah is the largest refugee camp. That's even my new reference to Elijah is going to be the large refugee camp.
But the problem is that we have.
Not Elijah. Where's the university? Not Elijah. Okay. Sorry.
We have
you know what I'm talking about. What's the biggest city in Shoma?
In Turkey, Jenin.
No. Jewish city in the Shoma.
Ariel? No.
Ariel.
That's right. I was thinking that.
What is the biggest city?
It's the biggest university. I don't know if it's the biggest city.
Ariel is the biggest university, no?
Ariel is big. Efrat's a pretty large city in Shomron.
Okay. But we all know that there are two types of refugees. There are Palestinian refugees and all other refugees in the world. And they're not the same. And I think that most people are also confused. This is part of this rape of language, that they use the same language to mean refugees, which we all kind of understand what it means, but for Palestinians, it's not the same thing. This is why Bella Hadid is a refugee. Born in the United States, I don't know where she was born, a millionaire, but she is entitled for UNRWA benefits.
Who is this?
Like Bella Hadid and that.
Oh, Bella Hadid.
But it doesn't exist for any other nation in the world. The UN has two bodies, one for all refugees around the world, and one is just for the Palestinians. One organization has from every year less and less, and one started with, 400, 300, and now have like 12 million. They're not. The UN is not solving the problem. The UN is creating the problem. And by the way, the UN is part of the problem because he is legitimizing all those fools. Because they are not like, we are just listening to TikTok. But look, the UN said it. Amnesty said it. Human Rights Watch said it. Those are, I would also think, in the past, that those are like unbiased bodies that say the truth. They have no interest. And this is part of the problem, that they get this legitimacy stamp from all those bodies. And I don't understand why the United States allows it to happen, to be honest. Why the UN is in New York and not being kicked out.
Well, that's considered an extreme position. I think the person to kick out the UN, there was, that guy, what's his name, John, the guy who was the UN ambassador for Bush, and then Trump brought him back for 5 minutes.
John Bolton.
Bolton. Yeah, he was the one who basically said we should just cut off ties to the United Nations.
Why is
It's weird.
Well, you have people employed by the UN, like Francesca Albanese. I don't know if you follow her.
I know you mentioned this. It turned out that she was really working for.
No. What she writes is completely hate speech, Nazi level. Second of all, her position, her mandate is she's the special rapporteur for the human rights violation in Israel. Meaning, she's not investigating if they are, okay? It basically says there are human rights violations and you are supposed to expose them. In Israel, specifically. This is her job. So, she will make it up if she needs. Have you ever heard anything like this? Like, basically her job role already assumes that there are human rights violations. It's not about investigating human rights in general. It's about, basically, as we say, give me the man and I will find you the crime. No, if I will follow you, believe me, I will find some crime. Whether it's jaywalking, or you didn't pay something, or you didn't take a receipt, or I don't know. This is not how you do things.
Or using my iPhone on Shabbos.
Using your iPhone on Shabbos. And this is part of the UN. So yeah, the UN has lost his way. It became a corrupt organization. And to be honest, what they are doing now in Gaza is actually blinding the world to actual atrocities that are happening. Everybody's focused on this made-up genocide in Gaza, which does not exist, while the actual genocide is going on and no one gives a fuck. No, like literally no one gives a fuck. And the poor people in Sudan, in Bangladesh, they would love to get like a promille of the attention that the so-called fake genocide have in Gaza. And those people are actually dying. They cannot stop it. They cannot say, okay, we're going to release the hostages, stop it. No, they don't have any other choice. Their choice is die or die.
Can I tell you something, guys? Norm, you have to do this. You have to go see the new Reagan movie and be reminded what it's like when you have a real leader that just makes a decision and stands firm with an enemy. I forgot what it used to be like. It's so telling, and it's so telling how he just stands up to tyranny, how he stands up to the Russians. Then I think about this election, and I can't imagine, I just can't imagine how this woman could ever come close to any of what Reagan did. But remembering in history, just when you have a strong leader, and I see all these people trashing Bibi in the chat, they're probably too young to know what it's like to live through someone who can really lead and stand up for their nation. Just saying. It's a good movie.
I saw that BP press conference last week, and I watched it a second time, and the way he took the questions. That guy is an effective communicator, and I think he's an effective leader. Daniel, you or Rhodey or you, Abby, if you wish, you can explain to me why he's so polarizing.
For the same reason, I heard a scholar speak about this once, for the same reason that while actions were happening throughout history by great leaders, if those leaders, as they were in the midst of some of the controversial things that they stood for and how they stood for them, if they went to get elected into office at that moment, they would lose. It's only, sometimes in hindsight, people see it, and people can't always see it while it's in motion. Like the argument with Churchill, would have been incredibly unpopular as he was doing the most important things he did in history. And that it's not uncommon for there to be this kind of criticism when someone takes a stand as a great leader, which when you watch that Reagan movie and you see the ads for his re-election and all the ways they were trying to attack him, he ended up, with the overwhelming majority, but you see the criticism of someone who takes a stand as a leader. And then you see these mamby-pamby people that run a country, and they don't leave their mark on history because they can't lead. So I have to find where I read that. It was a very good analysis on leadership, and it made sense with respect to
I would love to see that. Yeah.
Go see the movie.
What is the name of the movie?
Reagan. It's with Dennis Quaid. Plays Ronald Reagan. It's the whole story of Reagan.
I hadn't heard of it yet. Has it opened?
Yeah, it's out in the movie theaters. It was really
I
good.
did not even notice it. Yeah.
So there was a leader in the Americas in the last 20 years since Reagan, and his name was Stephen Harper.
Oh my God.
Unfortunately, he was in Canada. He was in Canada, not in America. He went not only to the courts, okay, he was a born-again Christian or whatever. You have to realize that whatever their agenda you want to state is, that they are the ones that support us more than the mass of the Jewish people do.
Shlomo, what was his foreign minister? Baird was incredible under Harper. Was it John Baird?
And Harper, yes.
Unbelievable
And Harper
administration.
said, I am 100%, completely 100% realizing where the good is and which country I run the government. I'm the head prime minister. We support. My party, led by me, supports Israel unswayed or whatever the word, 100%. You never heard that from Obama. You never heard it from, even from Trump, you might not have heard it 100%. But he's pretty close to it, Trump. But you don't hear it from the leaders since days like Reagan.
Americans love
When America was great. When America was great.
No, you know, Shlomo, Americans really, really liked Stephen Harper. He was incredibly popular with Americans. And it's a shame Canadians lost their way. They could ever bring that back.
I would just say to the small percentage of Americans that follow Canadian politics, he was wildly popular. Most Americans don't even know who the current Prime Minister of Canada is.
Or Mexico, probably.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, they can't even find the U.S. on a map.
So, is there anyone in the other in the room, or that I challenged 15 minutes ago, that wants to come forward and research already Mark Twain and looked into history, not today's history only, how it got to today in the last 75 or 125 or 500 years? You don't judge on what your emotions are today. You have to research and be willing to listen to the facts of history and how things again. And that woman earlier, she said, oh yeah, they lived peacefully. Did she look up Hebron? Did she care to look up Hebron? The slaughter of Jews in the 1930s there? The massacres? When did the Jews slaughter Muslims? When? Tell me when in history we slaughtered the Muslims.
They don't know about the Hebron massacre,
you fucking Arab, you fucking Muslims have murdered hundreds of millions of Hindus. And that's a fact.
Did you say Mark Twain? Is it like the writer Mark Twain?
He was in Palestine and he wrote like what he saw there. I think it was like, I don't know exactly when, but very early. And he described the land that he saw.
Sackcloth. I think he called it sackcloth.
Oh, okay. Thank you for sharing that with me.
So this is, when was it that he was in Palestine? Do you know?
Right after American Civil War, I think late 1860s.
But during the Ottoman
1860s, 1868, sometime like there.
And then he described what he saw there, like the people, the land, basically what's there, or more exactly what's not. And that's
a better illustration that the British, even before, was it the British? They hired a French photographer to go all over the Mandate and take pictures. 9,000 pictures that are in a database. It shows Harabayas with weeds growing out of the paving stones. It shows.
That's Al-Aqsa Mosque for the people who don't know what Harabayas is.
Yeah, it shows just Shem is just deserted, which is Nablus, or New City in Roman.
No, but you need to emphasize it that during the Ottoman Empire, the Al-Aqsa Mosque, which is the holiest, like the most important thing, was basically a dumpster.
Well, the Jordanians store the Dome of the Rock, which is a shrine, not a mosque, but for the audience, Jordanians stored artillery shells in there prior to the 6-Day War. When the Israelis captured it, that's what they discovered there. It's tragic. I also have a 1925 tourist brochure of Harabayas written by the Supreme Muslim Council, which is kind of interesting because it describes that the Dome of the Rock and Al-Aqsa Mosque were built on top of King Solomon's temple.
You know what's funny?
Something they would never say today.
There are postcards of Free Palestine, but you know who coined this Free Palestine, right? The Zionist movement coined this phrase, Free Palestine.
Hey, if they're giving it away, that's such a deal. We like deals.
Back then, it was like it was the Zionist movement that was Free Palestine, and we did it. We just, I guess, we didn't have the support of all those useful idiots. We did it despite them.
See the way a lot of people who are miseducated don't understand that Palestine is a geographic reference, and the New York Times headline on the first day of the 48 invasion was Arab armies invade Palestine. Now, if Palestine was Arab, they would not have written that. They were referring to the Jewish area within, quote, Palestine, which also used to include, the east of the Jordan River.
Cody, if you want to come on stage, you are welcome, but the things that you're writing in the chat kind of shows the level of ignorance and brainwash you have. You sound like I guess a mature lady, but you speak like a 5-year-old, and your arguments are the same. And I understand where it comes from, called brainwashing, but don't be afraid of education. Don't be afraid of opening a book, a history book. Facts won't lie. I know what? Here's a challenge for you, okay? Try to find any mention in history, in any book you would like, in any resource that you would like, that talks about the Palestinian people before 1965. Any mention that you will find.
Before 1964.
1964. Try to find any mention in history about the Palestinian as a people prior to, they're talking about the heritage and the history of the Palestinian people. Great. I want to be educated. Unfortunately, I've yet to find any mention of a Palestinian people before 1964, the year they were invented. But if any of you have any resource in any history book, anything that talks about the Palestinian people, please come on stage and educate us. Because I would love to know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe finally someone
One of the things that I thought was most compelling, Daniel, was when I saw this list online of all the common Palestinian surnames, people's family names, and it was all the things like Al-Yamani and Al-Shabab and Al-Jibsani. I don't remember because I'm an ignorant American.
And Baghdadi and Masri.
I don't remember, but you guys remember that.
Baghdad, Iraq.
Daniel, you are wrong.
What, Eagle?
You are wrong.
Wrong about what, Eagle?
In the 50s, Gaza was a Palestinian autonomy before 64.
Right, but that's
I
control.
didn't
Right?
say.
So it was the Palestinian term of Palestinian.
No, but they
Show me
call
before
them
show me.
Palestinian.
There was
Igal,
Palestinian
Igal,
autonomy
show me.
in Gaza. In the
Igal,
50s.
show me any mention from 1950 that talks about the Palestinian as a people.
Palestinian autonomy.
No,
Palestinian
again,
autonomy in Gaza.
listen to me. Listen.
I think it says for itself.
I'm very clear about what I'm saying, Igal. The
If there
Palestinians.
is a Palestinian autonomy, there are Palestinians.
So show me anything that mentions the word Palestinians. If you say
I say,
that,
check. In
show me.
Gaza
No,
was
listen.
Gaza
Listen,
in the
Igal,
50s
Igal,
was
Igal,
Palestinian
Igal,
autonomy.
sweetie, darling,
It
darling,
was called
darling.
Palestinian.
Hey, you listening to me? You with me? Show me. Don't talk to me. Show me. Mention in any book or any resource you would like. Give me what you saw that says the word Palestinian.
I say to you, there was
Not say, show me
you don't,
any mention.
You think that I invented it?
Yes.
You think that,
Referring only.
I will send you the link. Okay.
Sure.
Igal, referring.
I do not lie. I do not.
Igal, I think you are wrong. I don't think you are lying. I think that you are wrong and you are misleading yourself.
It's a fact.
It's not a fact.
Until 59,
Gaza. Igal, you're not listening to what I'm saying. You're talking about Palestine.
You say I am wrong about the facts. So
because you don't understand the question. You don't understand the question. You don't understand the question. You don't understand the question.
There was a concept of Palestinian before 64. That's all.
So show me there was a Palestinian nation, a Palestinian people. Okay, not Palestine. Okay, Palestine we know that existed. Okay, that was the name given by the Romans back then. I'm talking about the people called Palestinians as a people. Not, there's like Middle Eastern, okay? Middle East there's not Middle Eastern people, okay? They are like East Coast, but they are not East Coasters. I want to know where did you see before 1965 the word Palestinians as a people?
In a second,
and you didn't.
Referring only to Muslims. Daniel, you got to be clear. Referring specifically and only to Muslims living.
No. Listen.
In the
I would love to know. I would love to know first of all any mention before I kind of start bringing like what I asked is what I would like to know. And Igal, if you have any source that says the word Palestinian and talking about them as a people, they are talking about heritage and history and tradition and being thousands of years, yada, yada, yada. Show me any mention in any history book that talks about the Palestinian as a people. Like, show me about them. Like, I wanna learn about their culture, their authors, about their leaders, about their whatever you have about the Palestinian people. Not Palestine. Palestine was also Jordan. Palestine was an area. In that area, you had people from Syria, from Lebanon. You have all kinds of people. I want to talk about the Palestinians. What we know today is Palestinians. I want to see when was the first mention. The first mention that I know is 1965. If you have any mention before that, please show us.
Daniel, click on the link at the top and enter Palestinian if it's not already pre-populated. It's a mention, it's a tracking database of usage in books of words.
1945. Yeah, but I'm not. That is Palestinian. I want to talk about as a people. How do I see? Like, for example,
understand, but just
can I open the resources? No, I see it. Like I see in 1950. How do I? Can I see?
You can move your finger to the left and to the right and see the actual year. So, for example, the rise starts in 1962.
No, I understand, but I want to understand if they are talking about them as a people or people that are just living in the land.
I'm using it as a placeholder for the huge rise in the word Palestinian.
The proof that you asked me, I posted it in the
Thank you. Thank you.
It's a great resource, this website.
It existed until 59.
Oh, put in Palestinian space people, and you get what you're looking for.
Hold on, I'm looking for what Igal gave just now.
Okay.
Hold on.
I just answered your question.
No, but it's like, no, because if you're talking about Middle Eastern, it's not a people, okay? You cannot say Middle Eastern are a people, okay?
Well, it's a region where people live.
I think the English phrase that you're looking for is ethnicity. Is that
no? For example, hold on. For example, in this mention that Igal said, they were talking about God will not offer them a Palestinian citizenship, okay? Meaning that they were citizens of Palestine. That is not Palestinian people. That is talking about Palestinian citizenship in the land called Palestine. That would also be my mother, okay? But I'm talking about Palestinian as a people. Like, let's say the Palestinian did that. The Palestinian wanted that. The Palestinian believed that. The leader of the Palestinian, them as the Palestinians.
This
okay?
is still a geographic reference. This is still a geography reference.
Exactly, and I'm looking for the people as a people.
The Arabs considered Palestinians as a ethnicity before 64.
So I looked at your link and it just says that it's something that the Nazis invented. Amin al-Hussein, that guy was a Nazi.
On the page, Palestinians. Oh, history.
Pull it up.
Okay, while you're finding this, you already know you're not going to find the thing you're asking for because it doesn't exist. So you're on a bit of a wild.
But I want to challenge.
I'm going to show him. Yeah.
No, I don't want to show him. I want to show myself. I don't want to be like fight for fight. If there is, I want to understand it. Hold on.
The British brought it back and used it for a brief interval of what was it, 30 years? Just as a way to refer to the region, which, by the way, they really didn't want. I wanted to address the. Go ahead. I wanted to address the child thing, Daniel. I'm seeing from Cordy in the chat, and I hear this from others. No matter what you say, they'll go the children, the children, the children, the children. And I'd like a way to address this once and for all, because it's not like
come on stage.
Address what?
And I tell you what.
Address this weird way of arguing that we say, listen, Hamas needs to give the hostages back and leave because they have vowed to kill every Jew. And we're done with it. And they vowed to continue doing October 7th. And I think any leader like Bibi would want to protect his people from the threats of Hamas. So why, if they go and hide behind children, this somehow is a legitimate defense? I don't understand. And I'd like somebody to explain to me why somehow this is an argument. We're not fighting against children. They are hiding behind their children, and they do have children in Gaza, but our focus is the terrorist encampments, the military installations, command and control centers. And from everything...
Normal.
What?
You know what's sick?
What?
There won't be not a single Palestinian child dead. But people like Cordy are the reason that you have Palestinian children dead.
Well, I agree with you.
She is the reason. Like, not her specifically, but her type. Because every time there's a child dead, she will come here on stage and blame us.
Yeah, unfortunately, I agree with you.
And they will get more support for their radical movement. People like Cordy, I'm sorry, Cordy, to tell you, and I hope you will take it tonight when you go to sleep. The blood of the children are on your hands. Not just your hands, but you and all your friends. You are the one incentivizing Hamas to sacrifice Palestinian children. The only reason that Hamas is preventing them from leaving an apartment or in a house before it is bombed, there's no other reason except so that, and you know what? I will put a link if you would be willing to watch how Hamas themselves say it's enough that one photo of a dead child that will circulate the entire Western media. They know exactly how to fool you guys.
The women and the children, yes, the women and children, great. So here's more dead women and children. Go out to the street and protest. You want a kind of disaster? Great, go and protest. Those people are so. This is why Bibi calls them useful idiots, and I'm the last person to agree with Bibi, but that is 100%. And Cody, again, when you go to sleep at night, know the blood is on your hand.
That's a bit much, Daniel. I mean, I get what.
No, I have to agree with that. I'm sorry, it's really not too much at all. It's really not too much at all. Not only this, but also the blood of the hostages is on their hands.
Yeah, why you expect to kill so many people and then the world should clap hands for you? I don't understand.
No one
That's
asked
not
for the
what, so wait, let me
Danny, so many people, so many innocent people, thousands of people have been.
Let me ask you a question. No, from what you said already. From what you said already. How do you know how many innocent people died?
I don't care. You didn't know innocent people died in this war.
No, I'm asking. You said so many. How many innocent people died? Give me a number.
Okay. Now, fine. Let me answer your question.
No, answer his question.
It doesn't have answer because all the numbers come from Hamas, and everybody who does statistics people have looked into those numbers, and they're all you cannot have the regularity of the increases of those numbers.
This is the hypocrisy. The pro-Hamas people saying IDF should distinguish between militants and civilians, but they don't. They are talking 40,000. They are putting everybody together. They don't. They don't even ask the question.
Let's say only 5,000 people died.
So that's a lot. That's a lot.
Okay. That's a lot of people. That's a lot
compared
of
to what?
people.
Okay, so show me a war in history.
Thousands of people have been massacred.